Except I could have sworn Desmond talked way more in Assassin's Creed 3 regularly. So I haven't heard a single ounce of dialogue from him yet, and I could have sworn that he had way more dialogue than this.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
Oh, there's his first dialogue. Okay. Yeah, I played this a very, very long time ago when it first came out. So, going down on memory lane, this is going to be pretty interesting. Tell you what though, Assassin's Creed 3 has always had some of the best music.
The key. You must find the key.
Son? Sir?
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Still the best
Okay,
game when it comes
Desmond,
to free
let's
running.
practice climbing on these objects.
I don't like the new system of free running. I never really did, but the older systems were one of my favorites when it came to free running and free climbing. Because there was never a really lag time between the two. You just climbed. It wasn't oh, you have to press this button or you have to do this in order to do this. It just flew,
Free
like
run
it
your
just
way through
flowed
this little
very
obstacle
naturally.
course.
So I'm very happy that they didn't screw with that very much at all. Because
That's a constraint.
my opinion
These are
is like
optional
if
objectives that
it isn't
raise your
broken, don't fix
synchronization
it,
rate.
you know?
All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap. Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Oh, I forgot. This is who I'm playing as right now. Hey.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't
You
expect
guys
to be here long.
saw
I'll
me
bring a
play Assassin's Creed Rogue, then you should know, or at least semi-know who this guy is.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Oh, I don't like that they
My
did that to the
apologies.
camera.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't.
Her textures are a
On
bit
to business then.
plasticky, though. I won't
Do
lie.
you see him?
And a statesman because he's so great thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched.
See, like they
We'll
look
need to
kind of
find another way
plasticky.
up.
So is mine. Like me too, he acts
I already have.
capacity, both against rogues and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall, that sick word of trial comes on in the afternoon. And she opens
1,000
the
pardons.
matters, so as
My apologies.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before,
Yeah, I do not like how their faces look. That I won't lie about.
without reprieve.
They look kind of
Mentionable. Poor Tom Gag.
not as good as they did.
Let Betty
At least in
sign
my
the
terms,
last
I
statement on
preferred them how they were
I can get more by
instead of like they look now. Kind of pasty and
to you than any 5 of
weird instead of looking more natural like it did in the old days. Even though the graphics were kind of shit in the old days, at least the faces weren't plastic, you know? Like, I do appreciate the overhaul, but at least make the faces not so plasticky, you know? I always hated this part. Damn it, fine.
Truly, Filch, thine observation is right. We and the surgeons are more beholden to women than all the professions besides.
There we go, that's what I needed.
That word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gay, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him to time.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage off the bloom in your cheek.
Jeremy's really burning on the boards tonight. He's a marvel.
See, look at that. That's like not even a real face. That's plastic surgery right there. Holy Lord.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
Hurry!
Come on, please!
Over there! That's the one that's doing murder!
That man there! Seize him!
Whatever has happened?
A man was killed
But
in the
I've done no wrong!
Oh, my.
I searched him. Any weapons?
I beg your pardon, madam. Did you notice anyone
Suspicious.
suspicious coming in that room? Please!
He's through. There is no danger!
Sir,
Order!
try to
Have
remember.
order!
It happened
We
right
must
in that
leave at
balcony.
once.
What are those men
Clear
doing?
about. I'm staying where it's safe.
Order! We must have order!
Move! Move!
Imbecile!
Where are you going?
I need to get out.
too close in here. I must get some air.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps
Yeah.
or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. Whoever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that. Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Some fresh air might do me good.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought.
And yet here you are. Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be. Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
What's the meaning of this? Captain, explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These fought. We were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood?